They watch me all day. But anyways, structure is almost complete. So I'll set it with water. Put my copper wire. I want to say clockwise, no, counterclockwise. I gotta Google it. And then I'm gonna pull these bigger weeds out and just throw my zinnia seeds here. This is the tomato plant portion. So I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. And then zinnia's back here. That's poke, which is like a wild green, but there's a like chance you could poison yourself if you don't do it right. We usually grow them and harvest them, but I don't feel like it this year. Okay, so here's my tools. I did all this with these two tools, and like to set the dirt, instead of like tilling it super hard, I put a tarp over it at like April, the beginning of April. And then so I let it winter like out in the free air, and then I put the tarp over in April, and that suppressed the grass. It kind of like killed it, but the worms and stuff was still there. And then I took that off and just scrape all the grass off with this. And then like for hardcore, like bigger weeds, I did this. This is a little bit easier. So like watch. So this, you would like clear stuff up like that, right? That's my shit. And then, so then you get stuck with like that's a root. And that's a poke plant, which will turn like the size of a tree. Which I usually don't mind, but I'm not. I want flowers. See, they run deep. So like once you let them turn into trees, you're in trouble. My mom be eating them though. They're alright. And then like you could like, there's a theory to use the berries for arthritis. Like 1 berry a day. I haven't tried it. That's that. The root's still down there. But if we see it come back up, we'll just cut it. So also, I wanted to point out that like the reason agriculture is so hard on the ground is because everyone pulls all the roots out the ground, right? So like back before agriculture just killed the land, always under the ground was like tons of roots, like different levels of grass and stuff. Roots went really deep, and roots in the ground hold water. So a lot of times like I'll just cut the tops off of stuff and I leave them roots in there. So like that's why I like do the grass the way I do. I don't like pull the grass up. I leave the roots in there, and then roots hold water. So in southwestern PA we got like pretty clayish dirt. So like them roots being in there help my plants hold water because it'll dry out. And then I did this process here where I dug trenches and placed sticks and leaves in the trench, and then put the dirt loosely on top of that trench so it gives my roots a little head start. So that's that. All right, time to set with some water. I have these grow great. I've already planted these in the front, and then these are from last year. Those are my legacy seeds. Let's see. Might not focus. Wait. They're over there. Almost. There they are. See? Those are zinnias. Already planted. See, they're all like little babies. Okay, this is my new hose. I've been waiting for this for like, I got this in like January. It stretches all around the house, which is awesome. So let's check out the settings. Alright, it don't shoot real far, because the goal is just to sit here. But I'll get up, so it's okay. This one reaches far. There's a mockingbird on the pole. Alright. I would keep in mind about your water bill. I have well water, so my water's free. Short right there, but that's okay. Well, I guess we'll spread it around with try to flood it out, and then it'll spray it. But as the summer progresses, I'll work on the architecture with like this hardcore water squirt, and then go in with my little plow, a little sickle. I want the back to be more natural, just like flowers. I'm kind of short on this corner, so the rain might put them up too. I think because I was short on my zinnia seeds, like the back right corner here is a little bare. I'll put like maybe some grow bags, maybe 5 grow bags. And with clay dirt, like a higher percentage of clay in the dirt, you keep it wet. So like that is your trick to growing food. Keep it wet, but you have to like keep it loose too. So this is my stick. It's glorious. Oh yeah, I have my copper wire. Hold on. See? And I'll stick like the edge of this wire in the ground, and then wrap around that stick. I think it's counterclockwise. The word counter is still in my head. I don't know why. And you wrap up all the way like a spiral, and then I'll leave like a sharp point at the top, like a lightning rod. And then it's called electro something. And then basically you draw energy to this field. And then I'll do the same thing to all my tomato plants when they grow. I be seeing little rainbows in the, like if there's water and light, my eyes see rainbows. I don't know if everybody does that, or there's something wrong with my eye, or I'm magical. Yeah, but this is a good time. And tonight is the full moon. We had double full moons in May. The Sagittarius blue moon. So on full moons, water is sucked up through the ground. So that's when you want to do your fertilization and stuff. I use 511. So on full moons, like 511 goes hard in the ground, and I let my plants absorb it upward. So I'm gonna let this sit and get like tacky, and then tonight I'll come out at like 8 o'clock and put my tomato plants in. They're babies. I'll show you. And look at this side. It's off. Boop, turn it off. Done. And then I don't even have to walk back around to the water source. You just leave it here. Maybe. Animals here are kind of douchebags. Here's my tomato plants. So they gotta get separated. There's more in that thing. And these actually all died at one point because spring took so long this year. And then they all came back.